And I decided to do something. You're the hero captain transfer from Detroit. I'm just switching. Hired the point.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Swept up the betting snitching, nigga. That's the job. You know, do it.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Detroit Lions. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries, right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third Super Bowl. David Tyree's helmet catch as those Giants shocked the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
Decades of Super Bowls have come and gone, and now a new one begins. We're underway in Super Bowl 61, and the fumble recovery is made, and the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone. Neither offense has even taken the field yet, and already, Brock, a massive swing in this contest.
Yeah, think about it this way, Kate. If we didn't have the coin toss before the game and one team got the ball to start both halves, what an advantage it would be, and that's exactly what this offense has right now.
It's a screen play to Genty. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on second down. Giving this to Genty. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Lions in the nickel. This is third down. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up first and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run, a momentum-changing run. Now get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
Genty will not get past the line. He's held up at 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Mendoza now. And he will finish this in the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, a 4-yard score. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is...
They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! But it looked like the Lions were able to fall on it so possession stays with them. Waiting their turn on that sideline. You'd have thought they'd be focused in and ready for this, Brock, but instead, their very first snap nearly ends with them giving it away.
Well, thankfully, somebody was focused and quick thinking to get back on that ball. Now you got to settle down. You got to get back to that script and flush that negative play away.
Off on second down. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Nickel set here from the Raiders. Third down. Goff to the air now. Able to find Smith-Schuster here. And they're going to be rewarded with some yardage, but not the first down. Stop has made a decent bit short of it, so fourth down upcoming. The Lions readying for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock, continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going is unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now Mendoza. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. We dodged the tackle. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Lions offense headed back out, Brock. So let's take a look at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. He's in his first year here with the Lions, but 4th straight as an offensive coordinator in the NFC. He ran the Cardinals offense the last 3 seasons. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. That's a Super Bowl caliber stop right there as they finish that play off behind the line. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Goff back to throw. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Now Goff. He's in trouble. Not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. Max Crosby. And that brings up 4th now and 21. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. And after that drive, went backwards. He's going to send this one forward. He's got this at the 27. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. As the Raiders get set for another drive, let's take a look at Kelvin Shepard, the Lions defensive coordinator. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shepard actually played the last of his 8 NFL seasons as a linebacker in Detroit. And he joined the team as a coach just 3 years later and rose to his current role in 2025. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Raider first down.
We give up the guts. It's Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Pass is cut at the 9. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Mendoza. Passing quick here with the pass rush. Fast enough to match it. On and in time to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. That brings up second down.
Second and goal.
Genty has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Genty again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. A gain of 2, and after back-to-back runs fail, it's 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
This is Genty. And he's in for the touchdown.
Genty, the ball carrier. Touchdown Raiders.
Well, we're all aware, Brock, not just playing for the victory here this week, but want to keep that win streak going. And no doubt they'd welcome a lot more of that as this game goes on.
Just see it in this game tape, in this winning streak, just the body language, the confidence, the belief, and it's empowered by touchdown drives like that one.
Nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he looking up towards the dome, can't bring it in clean. The Lions offense returning to the field. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be, but still plenty of game left. You don't want to let the setting cause an early overreaction and panic.
Yeah, you just can't overtry. And every bit of you want to, every fiber of your being in this building right now, you want to perform, but you just can't overdo it. Get back in the rhythm and play your game.
This is Gibbs on second down. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So that'll do it for the opening quarter of Super Bowl 61. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Off now on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Jack Fox on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike.
For the Lions.
Nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. Ashton Genty headed back out there. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Drive starts with Genty. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that sets up a Raiders first down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Mendoza. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there, a lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Coming left is Genty. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. DJ Reed brings him down that time. Driving dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Here's the snap to Mendoza. Oh, it's nearly intercepted. Either way, he was breaking up that throw, Bronk. He wanted the pick, but can't hang on. It hits the ground, so that's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. Fields this at the 19. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
The second down throw from Goff. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Putting a receiver in motion. Third and long. They're going to throw. And he's going to go down here. They are on him back around the 28. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now. Jack Fox on to put a charge into this punt. Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And as we can see here, what happened last drive becoming too familiar or refrain for them in this one. Drives ending and the punter being called out. Got to be able to help themselves put something together here. Taken down after a quality gain, though, 15 yards. And it is first down, Las Vegas. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
Off the play fake, it's Mendoza. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. And that's good for a gain of 5. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist pounds, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. It's Mendoza. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So that brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Goff. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly. That last catch picked up 4, so they're left with 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Looking to throw, Goff. Pass is brought in by Laporta. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And it is first down, Detroit.
That's good. For our Lions, first down.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Jukes away from one. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to be a Lions first down.
4 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Inglewood and Super Bowl 61 coming up. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Goff setting to throw. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
Incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First call here coming from the shotgun. First play is going to be again to Jeanty. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate, but it's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Mendoza on 2nd. Look for a second like he had, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It was a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. Third down. Mendoza working. Flush down out to his left. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. A.J. Cole on the punt. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Contact is made, and that's going to take him out of bounds. Gain of about 21 on the play, and that's going to give the Lions the first down. Approaching the final minute here before halftime.
First down.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he'll only take this for about a yard. It's going to be second down. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off to pass now on second down. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And not going to get anything out of this one. Goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Third down coming up. Last completion didn't go anywhere, so still 10 to go now on third down. Throwing is gone. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds and just in the nick of time if you're a defender. Looks like about a step or two shy of that line to gain. That brings up 4th and a yard. Here's Fox on to bump this away. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Raiders offense headed out just before the break. And with that 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option here. You can sit on it, or they could try something really aggressive. This is Mendoza. And the catch in and out of his hands. Contact separating him from the football that time. Second down coming up. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me this, always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
Up the sideline to the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. A big play in the big game. 38 yards. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Jeanty back there, 1st and 10. And last play, the 16th time he's gotten it already before halftime. Here's Mendoza. Rolling left, buying some time. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
It's a screen play to Genty. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. We'll start the half with Genty. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that is good for a Raiders first down.
First down, Raiders.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and that hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Mendoza now. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And they're going to wind up with about a 6-yard gain here as he's hauled down. Going to be a decent bit short, though. It's 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. Breaks the tackle. Finishes with a gain of 10 there. That means he's staying out there. They convert on 4th.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They go inside, give to Washington. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
It's got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Mendoza from the shotgun. And this is incomplete. Had it for a second, but the hit broke up the catch, and now it's 3rd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. And off to Genty. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
This is Genty on second. He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup. Maybe got 4 yards there. And that sets up a Raiders first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. He's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Now Mendoza. And he's going down. They make the play at the 11. And now this offense has a lot of ground to make up here on second and goal. As expected here, Brock, you got a rookie quarterback trying to lead a comeback, and that defense taking the opportunity to apply some pressure.
They sure are, and this is one of those lessons that you've got to learn. There is just a time to throw the ball away. We know how impactful negative plays are, and especially sacks of that degree. No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Third and goal now for Mendoza. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quincy Williams has it. Wow, he's dropped hard on the return by one of the offensive linemen. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Sometimes if it's real quick, doesn't always get caught, but officials in position to see that face mask pull that time. Now a pitch to Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14. Gone. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Here he goes, third and long. Finds Laporte on the out route. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short, so expect a punt coming up here on fourth down. Punt team on the field. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And he has done all that they've asked for him. Shouldering the weight of this offense, got his 100-yard gain. He's reached the end zone for him as well, Brock. Just really put together a performance he can be proud of. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Play action. Mendoza. He beams one deep right side. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
The Raider ball carrier, DJ Reed on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Mendoza. That's complete to Bowers outright. He's got about 8 yards as he's taken to the ground. And it is first down Las Vegas.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pitch play to Genty. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. Second down now for Mendoza. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that is good for a Raiders first down.
Genty. A gain of 12. First down, Raiders.
That'll do it for 3 quarters here in Super Bowl 61. Just one final act to go in our season. First and 10 now from the 46. It's Raiders football, and if they close it out, it'll be a 4th title for the Silver and Black. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to Genty. Escapes the defender. Along this sideline inside the 25. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown Raiders. Ashton Genty. That is his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl already. Gay with the point after. And lead now 21.
Makes the score Raiders 21. Lions nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Dan Campbell getting his Lions offense ready to go for a new series. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now gone. Nowhere to go with it. He's planted. They got him at the 16. There's Crosby again. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. After the sack, Goff. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. But it looked like the Lions were able to fall on it, so possession stays with them. They dodged the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long for him here. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. Jack Fox will kick it away. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. The give here to Genty, and he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the snap to Mendoza. And that's incomplete. They have kept faith in him, but the drops piling up now in this game, Brock. The latest makes it 3rd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Finds him on the slant. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Giving this to Genty. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First. Hang on here. The Raiders say not so fast. They've got that challenge flag out. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Goff to the air now. Hits his running back. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 49-yard line.
Goff setting to throw. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Goff back to throw. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they found something that worked there. Nearly 30 yards on that play. And almost always that's going to be good for a first.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
From the red zone on first. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds. Only about a yard to show for on that catch. Second down.
He's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Goff. That's St. Brown working the sideline. Complete. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing is gone. Think he touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
Williams, incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's Goff. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
They needed a lot more out of this offense in this one, Kate, to keep pace in this contest. Just wasn't there. Continuity wasn't there. Rhythm wasn't there. Confidence wasn't there. This is one they like to forget.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
A 3-yard loss. It's now 4th down and goal.
Desperation time here. And the shutout stays alive in the second half as that pass ball's incomplete on 4th and goal.
Incomplete.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. This is Gentile. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Hits the sideline to the 20. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Down the sideline inside the 30. And that is a touchdown.
Touchdown Raiders.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
Gay to add the extra point.
For the point after.
Arranging that upright, but it does get through. And they continue piling onto this lead.
Lions nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Dan Campbell getting his Lions offense ready to go for a new series. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Goff on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off, so the incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. This one also in and out of the hands. Incomplete. This time, though, a hit assisting in the breakup of that would-be catch. That means it's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. To the air on 3rd and long. Pass is brought in by Laporta. Brought to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And it is 1st down Detroit.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And a good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8.
8 yards on
Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd.
At their 48-yard line.
Again, Goff. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And this is going to be Raiders football.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
We've set it downs from 37. They're going to pass it here. We go to Genti on the dump off. And he's going to be forced out of bounds with a gain of, looks like, about 4.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's it, 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
When these guys told us yesterday in our production meeting, they're going to be aggressive and they're going to throw it, kid, I think they meant it. They have not stopped putting the ball in the air.
Mendoza on 2nd. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Typically by this point, with this kind of lead late in the game, you don't see the ball pushed down the field. Now, there's part of me that kind of likes it because you're giving your backups an opportunity to play. There's also a part of me where you better be careful because I don't think this defense is going to forget it.
The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. Play fake. Here's Mendoza. Fights off the pressure. On the move, headed right. Pressure closing in. They're going to get him back at the 20. And they chase him out of bounds. That's going to be a sack. And after 4 decades and 2 relocations, the Raiders are back on top, Brock. Vegas is going to be even more wild than usual tonight. The Raiders are Super Bowl champions. Well, this is history right here, Brock. In the Super Bowl era, no team has picked first overall in the draft and then reached the Super Bowl the following season until these Raiders, who have completed one of the most remarkable turnarounds we have ever seen here in the NFL.
How many times over the course of this season we just shook our head like, is this really happening? And not just us, I think every Raider fan in the market, they were relevant last century. They were in a bunch of Super Bowls and very relevant, and they just stamped their relevancy here in this one.
So another NFL season has come to a close. For my partner, Brock Heward,